Okay, so hello everyone. So for today, by the way, uh, disclaimer, so sorry in advance kung makakarinig man kayo ng mga unnecessary noise. Okay, so again, so ang di-discuss natin for today is how to solve problems involving antidifferentiation, specifically rectilinear motion and equation of the family of curves. So first, let's have rectilinear motion. So rectilinear motion, the velocity v of a moving object is defined as the time rate of change of the distance s, and the acceleration a as the time rate of change of the velocity. So, emphasize lang natin yung mga variables. So, para sa velocity, ang gagamitin ay letter v. Sa distance or height, that is S, and for the acceleration, that is letter A. So kadalasan sa rectilinear motion, ang acceleration is constant. Nagkakaroon lang ng pagkakaiba depende sa given unit. Pag meters, that is 9.8. Pag feet, that is 32. So symbolically, pag rectilinear motion, ito yung dalawang function na kailangan natin tandaan. V is equals to ds over dt and A is equal to dv over dt. So ito yung dalawang functions na kailangan natin tandaan. Okay, so again, V is for velocity, S is for the distance or height, and T is for time. Okay? So para mas ma-appreciate natin kung paano magamit yung dalawang function na to, so let's have an example. So our example is a ball is shown vertically upward from the initial height of 1 meter with an initial velocity of 30 meter per second. Find the maximum height attained by the ball. Okay, so maximum height, so ibig sabihin, ang ating unknown is yung letter S. We have givens na initial velocity na 30 meter per second, and we have also initial height of 1 meter. Okay? So let's solve. So again, kailangan lang natin gamitin yung dalawang function. So we have A is equals to dv over dt, and yung v is equals to ds all over dt. So itong A is equals to dv over dt, gagamitin natin yan para ma-solve natin yung function para sa velocity. And itong v is equals to ds over dt, ito yung gagamitin natin para makuha yung function for the distance. So, paano natin makukuha yung function para sa velocity? We have a is equals to dv over dt. Okay? Diba sabi ko kanina, in terms of rectilinear motion, laging constant si acceleration. Okay? Kung hindi naman siya naka-indicate, so pag meter, ilalagay lang natin is 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay? Ito yung ating gagamitin to solve for the velocity function. So let's have this one. So we have A, it is 9.8. And highlight lang natin that the ball is shown vertically upward. So since upward siya, it is opposite the gravity, so magiging negative 9.8. And then equate lang natin siya sa dv over dt. Okay? The next, kailangan natin siya i-simplify. Okay? Kailangan natin siya i-cross-multiply para makapag-antiderivative tayo. So therefore, it will become negative 9.8 dt equals dv. So after rewriting, we can integrate na or get the antiderivative. So integrate lang natin to. So hindi ko na sinama yung constant kasi in-isolate ko na siya agad. Okay, so therefore, kung kukunin ko yung antiderivative nito, it is negative 9.8. The antiderivative of dt is t plus c. Okay, so negative 9.8t plus yung ating constant, and the antiderivative of dv is v. Okay, so ito na yung ating function. But the problem is, meron pa tayong c na unknown. Okay, so hindi pa complete yung ating function in solving for the velocity. So, paano natin masasolve si c? Ang gagawin natin is, di ba, we'll be utilizing yung mga initials or initial given natin. Okay? Initial sa time, saka initial sa velocity. So, the initial time is 0. Okay? So, at time 0, so ibig sabihin, hindi pa umaandar yung oras. So, 0. And then, ang ating initial velocity is 30 meter per second. Okay? So, ito yung ating gagamitin para ma-solve natin si C. So, we have negative 9.8 T plus C equals to V. Okay? So, it will become negative 9.8 times 0 plus C equals ating initial velocity na 30. Okay, so this one is 0. So, pwede natin siyang cancel. So, C equals to, this equals to 30. Okay, so therefore, substitute natin doon sa ating function dito. Okay, so papalitan lang natin yung C. So, ang ating velocity function ay negative 9.8 T plus 30 equals V. So, ito yung function para ma-solve natin yung velocity at a given time. Okay? So, next. So, hanapin na natin yung function para ma-solve yung distance. So, tatandaan itong function na to. So, ito yung ating gagamitin pampalit dito sa velocity dito. Okay, so we have negative 9.8 t plus 30 equals yung ating change in distance, or rate of distance over dt. Then cross multiply, we have negative 9.8 t plus 30 multiplied by dt equals ds. Then distribute lang muna natin si dt. So you have negative 9.8 t dt plus 30 dt equals ds. And get their antiderivative. So rewrite ko lang. So we have negative 9.8 the integral of t dt. So isolated na si constant plus 30 integral of dt equals antiderivative or integral of ds. Okay, and then apply nyo lang yung skills nyo sa getting the antiderivative. So we have negative 9.8 t squared over 2, the power rule, plus 30t plus, don't forget the arbitrary constant, equals s. Okay? And then, Simplify lang natin sa negative 9.8 over 2, that is negative 4.9 t squared plus 30t plus c equals s. So, ito yung ating function para ma-solve natin yung distance or yung maximum height at a given time. Okay? So, the problem is, ano yung time na gagamitin natin? Okay? So, para ma-solve yung time, so lipat lang tayo ng slide. So, para ma-solve yung time, diba? I-write ko lang yung mga ating velocity. Okay? Yung ating velocity function is negative 9.8t plus 30 is equals to v. So, ito yung ating function. And also, we have negative 4.9 t squared plus 30t plus c equals s. Okay? So, hindi natin masasolve si height kasi wala pa tayong time. Okay? Yung time na gagamitin natin is yung time na nasa maximum height na siya. So, paano natin makukuha yung time? Ang gagawin natin is yung ating negative 9.8 t plus 30 is equals to, equate natin siya dun sa maximum velocity. Okay? So, ano yung maximum velocity? Yung maximum velocity, ito yung velocity wherein nasa peak na siya, nasa dulo na siya no kanyang distance. Okay, so pag nasa dulo na siya ng distance, o ng height, yung ating Vmax ay equate or equal sa 0. Okay, so it will become negative 9.8 t plus 30 equals 0. And then transpose, it will become negative 9.8 t equals to negative 30. So again, naging negative kasi tinranspose natin, nilipat natin siya ng pwesto. So divide both sides by negative 9.8. So 30, negative 30 over negative 9.8. So before that, makakancel na to sa P. So ito, negative 30 over negative 9.8, that is approximately equal sa 3 seconds. So after 3 seconds, nung pagkakahagis ng bola, okay, doon marireach yung maximum height. Okay, so ito yung ating gagamitin. So T equals to 3 seconds. Okay, and don't forget yung C natin is the initial height, which is 1 meter. Okay, so therefore it will become negative 4.9. Okay, ang ating time ay 3 plus 30. Ito ay 3 squared. 30 times 3, 3 plus 1 equals S. Okay, so we have 30 times 3 plus 1, that is 91. So 4.9 times 9, or negative 4.9 times 9. So wait lang, compute ko lang. Negative 4.9 times 3 squared, or negative 4.9 times 9. That is negative 44.1 equals sa 0. So negative 44.1 plus 1. So, the maximum height, including yung ating initial height, that is 46.9 meters. Okay? So, ito yung ating final answer, 46.9. So, ito yung maximum height of the ball thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 30 meter per second. Okay? So, pwede natin siyang ilagyan ng conclusion dito. So, therefore, maximum height attained by the ball is 46.9 meters. 0.9 meters. Okay? So, that is for direct linear motion. So, again, run through lang natin yung ating process. So, first, i-solve natin yung velocity function muna using the A is equals to dB over dt. Kasi meron tayong constant na acceleration or meron tayong acceleration due to gravity na 9.8 meter per second square. So, masasolve natin si dB. Okay? And para masolve naman yung C or yung constant or yung initial velocity, I mean yung tama, para sa initial velocity, okay? Yung C para dun sa velocity natin, equate natin yung time natin sa 0. Okay? So, with that, magiging negative 9.80 plus 30 is equals to V. Okay? And then, para masolve naman yung ating height function or yung distance function natin, after masolve si V, velocity function, pwede natin gamitin yung V na yon and then equate natin siya sa ds over dt. Okay? And then, applying your algebra, and then also your antiderivative skills. So, masasolve mo na dun sa function natin. Negative 4.90 squared plus 30t is equals to 30t plus is equals to s. So, ito yung ating maximum height para makuha natin yung maximum height natin. And, okay. So, after natin ma-solve yung ating distance function, okay, kailangan natin i-determine yung time. Okay? Kung kailan mapupunta yung ating bola dun sa kanyang maximum height. So, para ma-solve yun, gagamitin ulit natin yung velocity function kanina. But this time, equate natin siya dun sa maximum velocity. Ang maximum velocity is laging 0. Okay? So it will become negative 9.80 plus 30 is equals to 0. So applying your algebra skills, yung time natin is approximately 3 seconds. And then itong 3 seconds na to, ito yung substitute natin dun sa ating distance function kanina na nakuha, which is negative 4.90 squared plus 30t plus c. Okay? Eh meron tayong initial height kanina na 1 meter. So isasama din natin siya dun sa ating equation. So applying our algebra skills, so we can have that S is equals to 46.9 meters. Okay, next, we have the equations of the family of curves. So a set of curves with the same slope at any point xy is represented by the equation y is equals to f of x plus c. Yung f of x dito, ito yung antiderivative ng ating slope. Okay? So remember that slope is equal to the dy over ds, or rate of y over rate of x. So let's have an example. So find the equation of the family of the curves whose slope is 6x minus 1 with a member passing through point 1 and 7. Okay, so again, tatandaan that slope, so represented by variable m, is equals to dy over dx. Okay, so lagi ulit natin dito. So dy over dx is equals to slope. Pero based on our given, yung slope daw natin is equal sa 6x minus 1. Okay, and then, cross multiply. So yung ating dy is equal sa 6x minus 1 dx. Okay, and then distribute natin. So you have dy equals 6x dx minus 1 times dx. That is also dx. And then get the antiderivative. So the integral or antiderivative of dy equals 6. Okay, isolate ko na yung ating constant. So x dx minus antiderivative of dx. So the antiderivative of dy, that is y, equals the antiderivative of 6x dx is 6x d1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 minus the antiderivative of this one is x plus c. Simplifying, so we have y equals, so 6x 1 plus 1, that is 6x squared over 2. So 6 over 2, that is 3x squared minus x plus c. Okay? Ngayon, the concern now is what will be c? Okay, so para ma-solve si c, i-apply natin yung dalawa. So we have x here and y. So substitute natin siya. So ating y ay 7. So 3. Ang ating x ay 1. So 1 squared minus 1 again for our x plus c. So 7 equals 3 times 1 squared, that is 3, minus 1 plus c. So 7 is equals to 3 minus 1, that is 2, plus c. So c is, transpose natin to, magiging 7 minus 2. So c is equal sa 5. Okay? So para ma-compute yung equation ng family of curve, itong c na to is papalitan natin siya dito. So therefore, y equals 3x squared minus x, and yung ating c, which is 5. Okay, so this is the equation of the family of curve whose slope is 6x minus 1 with a member passing through 1 and 7. Okay, so that is for the solving or the calculation or the determining of the equation of the family of the curve whose has a given slope and point up using anti-differentiation. Okay, ayan. So I think you are all good. If you have more concern regarding how to solve for rectilinear motion and equation of the family of curves, so just PM me so para ma-solve natin, para matulungan ko kayo mag-solve ng mga concerns ninyo. So again, reminder ko lang kayo that it is part of your incoming periodical exam or final examination. So pag may concern, so just send me a private message. So that concludes our discussion. Hope you learned something. So stay hydrated, stay at home. Hey, God bless.